This is your boy Terry, and don't mind my look. I'm undergoing so much pain, like my eyes, my head, my neck, my entire frame is in pains. And of course, this video is not going to be organized. I tend to flourish better when a video is impromptu, because I consider myself a legit illiterate and route surpassing Google. So I'm going to be relaying information based on, without books involved, just based on my experience. And I'm going to be talking about how to turn any dream, any noble dream, into a reality. Well, by dreams I refer to like giant ambitions, seemingly impossible ambitions, things like going to the moon or buying a country or, reading the mind, things like that, or surpassing Google, like I want to accomplish. Yes, this is what I refer to when I say dreams. And so the topic is how to turn every noble dream into a reality. And there are basic things to accomplish first, while we tend to this topic. And let me just mention them. I'm not articulate now with my, with my thoughts, but I'll try. Before I proceed, I just want to notify you of something. I've been using the internet for a long time, as a normal internet user, as a researcher sometimes. I read stuff from the internet and want to learn. And over the course of my years and experience on the internet, there's evidence that the internet has not been dynamic. It has mostly been recycled. So one of my aims in relation to surpassing Google is refreshing the entire internet, reshaping it with newfound information. I feel everyone is encoded with information, even from the very onset, from our very beginning, before we started to be familiar with things present in the world. I'm sure that if we exerted our mental faculty, we will be able to find answers. But when we enter the world and find it shaped with ready-made information, we tend to forget the simplest, obvious solutions and, follow along with what's in existence. And then we lose out on our ability to explore, to explore the colors, the complex colors of our mind's eye. And this is a thing of beauty. So these are the things I'm trying to tap back into, and exerting my own mental faculties as if there was nothing in existence, and relating it as a legit illiterate. Anyway, that aside, so the things I want to establish quickly, this video is going to be short. I'll put all necessary links to further the intel from this video underneath this video. So please subscribe, please check out the links underneath the video. Know that I love you, and I will relate information freely so that you can find inspiration. So basically, a few things to establish first of all is this. Number one, dreams are now equaler to reality. What do I mean? I mean that more than ever before, it is now possible to build a noble dream, more than has ever been the case. So that's number one thing to establish. This should, fill your mind with relief. Know that there are positives now. The odds are there, but there are also many positives to counter the odds. Of course, there are usually odds when it comes to daring to dream. Now, another positive thing is, I've forgotten what I wanted to say. Anyway, we've established one fact. Another thing to establish is it can never entirely be called a dream if it is not spanless. So I'm adding, I'm making up a word, I'm calling it spanless. So I'm saying without span, without range. So when it comes to dreams, I may not consider it entirely a dream if it is not spanless. That's another thing to establish. So after establishing these two things, let's proceed. So, speaking of the first aspect, I said that dreams are equaler to reality. I'm adding some mathematics. What I'm saying is that, unlike the errors of our father, unlike recent past years, there are now more tools, more handy tools to enable us accomplish or bring a dream into reality, than has ever been the case. Let me just keep it short. One such tool is blockchain. Blockchain technology. It's a recent technology, and it's coming to the limelight in recent years. Compared to years back when we just had mostly the internet to rely on, blockchain has enhanced matters. I'm telling you, you can now have an entire bank to yourself. You may not know of that, but I will explain it further, and I'll leave all the necessary links underneath this video to enhance this discussion. So, I said you can have an entire bank to yourself. Yes, and blockchain technology enables that. So, if one of the setbacks or the odds against accomplishing or fulfilling or turning a dream into reality was things like money, which I consider the smaller things, then what if you had an entire bank to yourself? While people pursue moolah or, money, what if you own the bank? And yes, that's possible. An entire bank to yourself with all the capabilities of a bank. Now, if a patent is what has been your setback, you need like $1,000 to patent your idea, and you're worried that your patent will not hold sway in other nations and people will steal your ideas, and then you are prevented from ever beginning your idea because of fear of losing it and stuff like that. Then what if blockchain technology could patent your idea? It's an open ledger in front of thousands of witnesses. Imagine if you just place your idea as a draft on the blockchain, and let's say the world by its standards do not consider it a patent, but then a blockchain is before a community of reputable great minds. Most times that's the case. It has a community who can witness and verify these transactions. If the case is in USA, let's go. I'm telling you, we will sway any judge if I can take some 5,000 witnesses with me against any law firm in the world. I'm telling you, we will manage to sway any judge. These are some of the virtues or beautiful aspects of blockchain that is available in our era, and there are tons of other possibilities due to blockchain technology. This was not in existence before blockchain technology, even if we had the internet. Because like I said earlier, the internet is very much not dynamic. It's mostly recycled. Like if you are to type in this topic, how to build any noble dream, on the internet, you will not hear most of the things I said. Most of what you will hear is the same things. Do a YouTube channel and affiliate it with Google AdSense. Do freelancing. Fill in surveys, stuff like that. Those are what you will hear. So, like I said, before the existence of blockchain, the internet wasn't dynamic. The pages that are there on the first page have gained relevance over time, and there are other measures of how Google rates content, and also popularity. Before blockchain, so many of the masses didn't have avenue of being heard, like the legit illiterates, because they were afraid to dare to dream. They didn't see any chance of their of freedom, freedom to express themselves. Anyway, I'm digressing. The video is getting longer, so I need to rush to make it shorter. What I'm trying to establish is there are tools now more than has ever been the case, and one example of such tools is blockchain. Now, another aspect is that you need to evolve whatever you consider a dream into levels of spanlessness to really establish it a legitimate dream. So this is very true. Most times we have dreams, but we never pass the phase of evolving such dream into levels of spanlessness. So they remain where they are. They never really evolve, and they never really turn into dream. I tell you, if you evolve your dreams into levels of spanlessness, an irony will happen. And the irony is your dream will become as simple as defined as a one-liner. And once you've attained the one-liner that defines your dream, or the vision within your dream, because you have to mix it, you have to have a vision within your dream. Once you attain the one-liner that constitutes your entire V mission, or your vision and mission, then attaining your dream will become as laser focused as making one line come true. You start out your dreams with jargons, lines of drafts. That's how normally a dream will start off, especially if you are passing through the phase of evolving such dream into levels of spanlessness. Then you will have gone across many lines of jargons. Now, as you continue to evolve your dreams into levels of spanlessness, the jargons begin to arrange themselves and will now have a span become as simple and as laser focused as a one-liner. Now, once you have attained the one-liner that represents your dream, simplest, obvious solution, just make that one line happen. And it's easier to make a one-liner happen than a bunch of jargons. Bunch of jargons, those are codes for you. One-liner is what you will propagate. Now, if you're taking a one-liner and you're understudying a one-liner, your eyes are bound to be opened. You will see more clearer the avenues towards reaching your dreams. You will remember that a Steve Harvey has said something related to your one-liner because you're so focused now. You'll remember that an Ellen DeGeneres has popped up a line, and that may serve as evidence that perhaps our entire mission in life or purpose is in your one line. And then things become easier. The channels to take now more simply and defined than was ever the case. And then you can just be laser focused and go after that channel. If it's about a one-liner, find your emails. You know whose email now because your vision is very clear. Then you propagate your one-liner. Now, one simple way of evolving your dreams into levels of spanlessness, as simple as it looks, and as simple as I'm going to mention it, but something that you can just shove aside, is creating content. Those your drafts, just make it a culture of creating content. For that, you need somewhere, which I'll put the link under the video, maybe a social community. And now that we have blockchain, a social community built on blockchain, that gathers like minds together on an open ledger, then create your content. Even if it's your draft, make yourself your first audience, your own apprentice, and play out your dreams in the form of posts. Very simple posts where you can even code what you say, but you're building your dream. and presenting it within eyes. I mean, amongst eyes. Now, why is it better on a blockchain? Because you're not in the midst of your family and friends. You'll be able to draw in unadulterated feedback that you can infuse into building your, further evolving your dream into levels of spanlessness. So you may just start out with a simple hashtag, maybe hashtag ulog or hashtag untalented, and maybe do a contest. In the contest you encode your entire dream, the model, the current model for your projects or into that, and have people take action, influence them perhaps if you want with some upvote and tokens, which is possible on a blockchain based social media platform, like ulogs.org or Steemit. I'll put all the necessary links below so you can join. Then they take action, and because they are not acquaintances, because they have a reputation to guard, they will give you unadulterated feedback because they don't know necessarily that you're building a dream. Most people look at a post as something of, that's ordinary. But you can empower a post by encoding your legacies and dreams into it, into every post. Then it becomes something of power to you, but the world doesn't know. And they will give you unadulterated feedback. You infuse that into further building your model into levels of spanlessness. A blockchain is CCTV into the truest state of the world. That's another use case that's not public to the entire internet. I'm revealing it to you based on my legit literacy. Yes, it helps you see things that you will never see on the guarded internet. Now, unlike Facebook, where people can have private accounts, people are now more conscious of their activity because there's transparency. So it helps you see, it helps you see people in their true color. There's also anonymity where people can be anonymous. So they have more freedom, they are more in their comfort zone and they express themselves. So it helps you. Now, most models, most dreams are built to host humans. That's usually the case. So just understudy humans, use it to evolve your dreams into levels of spanlessness, make it as defined and refined, define and redefine until you attain a one-liner that constitutes your entire dream, and then promote that one-liner. I mean, it will be easier once you get to the one-liner. For example, my project is called ulogs.org. It started with many hashtags, one after the other, but no one knew that ulogs was the final product, ulogs.org. And now, more than ever has been the case, ulogs.org can be represented and fully defined in one line. The mission now is laser focused. It is as simple as making the world know and accept the word ulog as they have vlog and blog. Now, if that's my dream and it's established as my dream, isn't that easier? All I have to do is perhaps a change.org petition and gather a community to push or foot that ulog become accepted in the dictionary. Perhaps a write-up on Wikipedia explaining what ulog is. Perhaps finding a celebrity that, that may be aligned with the vision of, creating value for humans and the entire internet, and then sending them an email to have that they give you a chance, maybe on Ellen's chair, so that you can discuss ulogs in public to the world, or the hashtag ulog movement. You see, with a one-liner, it's so easy to see the clear path to success or breakthrough. And then the dream will attain reality, like this. Anyway, so that's my project, ulogs.org. I'm just trying to express how simple it is. Anyway, so let me just keep it short. And summarize the video, because it takes like half a day to upload the video when it's too long. Okay, so I'll keep it short. For more information, I'll put my emails. I'm back on fire, so I'm ready to reveal information, and okay. And if you want to support me now, I'm accepting support. I mean, this wasn't the case ever, but now I am, and I'll put all the details on the video underneath. Okay, so my plan in the near future right now is to start to empower people in my locality. So I'm hoping to set up a macro hard hub, physical hub in my house for programmers to gather youths and empower them with videos like this. I'll record all those sessions when the time comes. You know, we'll want everyone to be able to build a noble dream. That brings me to something else. Most times what you need again to build a dream that has been missing for a long time is the internet, you know, and online presence. Most people don't know it. They have innovation ideas and everything, but they don't really know how to, to have an online presence. Neither do I. But I know from my experience that that's one core tool. You know, if you can make everyone be able to program to an extent, regardless of their levels of expertise, then many noble dreams will come to life. You know, that was what was missing in my path, but now I'm going into that path just to complete everything. You know, if you can code, that's very powerful, but now you don't exactly need to be able to code, because again, there are tools, and I'll write an entire post relaying all the tools. You know, so steps to bring your dreams into reality. Let's keep it simple. Just establish that it's possible more than ever before. Visit the video underneath this video, tap into all the links I present, sign up, get an account. What you'll be doing is, you know, if you sign up on my platform, you'll be U-logging. U-logging means creating fresh content where you will not research from the internet. The content is drawn from activities and experiences and moments from one day. So whatever U-log you do today was not in existence yesterday. You can U-log on any topic, on any niche, and you know, you can empower every post because you will be encoding into it your U legacy, fresh from each day. The U in U-log stands for you, you know, YOU. Okay, so that's the step one. All you need to do is, you know, first of all, dream. So don't let setbacks relegate the possibility of dreaming. So dream, you know, think of a mansion, think of wanting to own skyscrapers. Even that was one of my dreams. You know, there's no excuse. Even if you don't want skyscrapers for yourself, I'm not materialistic. I don't seek material things, or because I believe it will seek me, and it should seek every human. But you know, have somewhere that you're headed. So even if you don't want skyscrapers for yourself, why not use your ability, your God-given ability, gather the skyscrapers and then gift them out? So I don't console myself with, I don't want things like that, because it will be selfish on my part if I'm giving God-given gifts and I don't gather the skyscrapers and gift them out. You know, so anyway, so dream. You don't need to have established your dream. Just have a small vision of where you're headed. Now, draft it out. You need a public ledger to do so that you can have mirrors that will guard you or guide your evolution. So sign up to any of the blogging platforms or U-logging platforms like ulogs.org. Then when you get your account, log in every day. U-log is a daily affair. So that's the difference from a blog. You have reason to invent, you know, dig of yourself and gift it to the internet in order to reshape the internet instead of recycle it. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video, that the internet is recycled. We can infuse newfound knowledge from our very self, you know, based on the freshness from each day. You know, become true celebrities in the process, reshaping the entire internet as well. We have all the tools to accomplish that. But that aside, as you're doing that, you will be evolving your dream. So start with a hashtag. My website is, my social interface is going to help with that in the future, where we will find out what kind of niche you like and give you an entire community to grow. You know, that is upcoming. Anyway, so start with a hashtag, create a simple hashtag. Then I will give you the steps in the underneath, or you can contact me. Create a simple hashtag related to your dreams. Then start to post there. over time you will start to attract like minds. Even if you encode your dreams into your drafts and you post it, that will sift out the audience that comes to your blog post or your ulog post, and will direct the exact like mind to you. So don't be too pertinent about an audience. Just encode your legacy, your dreams into your draft or your post, and that will sift out your audience and bring exact like minds to you. Potential investors, potential partners, and just the right type. Anyway, so start with a hashtag, maybe hashtag untalented. That's my hashtag or something, or teardrops. Start with that. Start by posting. Build a small community, maybe on Discord. Then tell people to join you. Posting under the hashtag. Create a small community, which is very powerful. Then, as you keep posting every time, you'll be solidifying your dream within yourself. You'll be reminding yourself every day, and these things will be dented into the core, your very substance. If you are waking up, snap of a finger, you know what your mission and vision is, and this will become clear to others as well. People want to know your substance. Even if you have an innovation, before a partner comes in to invest cash, they want to know the solidity of your substance, the journey. Will you change when when circumstances change, or are you very defined and solid in your substance? So posting will help you evolve in your substance, and then the model for your dream will begin to take shape and organize itself. Then you'll be able to draw unadulterated feedback from your audience, from your small community, as the community grows as well, and you'll be able to define and redefine your dream, on and on and on like that. Then I'll also put the link for how you can, if you want to have an extra blog like a WordPress, how you can get that. Then what next? You don't have to code. That's why I mentioned a WordPress, because it's easy. You don't have to code. Then when it's established and you want to build a platform, it's now easier than ever. You can declare it open source, and then there's a platform called Utopian. It's built on the Steam blockchain as well. And there's also a platform called Steam Gigs, where you can find dream builders passionate about being part of historical history. They will want to help you to build your dreams, in some cases free. So you don't entirely need to know how to code at this stage, because there are coders that are incentivized to do this, and some coders that are brothers. And that's what MacroHard is about, creating brothers in coders so that they can want to do it, even if it's just a means to be part of historical history. Anyway, so there's utopian.com.io, but that's in the near future. I can guide you throughout your steps. I have my email, and I can guide you. I really love you. So if you come here, you subscribe and everything for free, I will do that for your sake, show you resources that I've written in the past, stuff like that. Then when it's time for your interface, we'll take that step. First thing is to identify the vision within your dream. It may not be what you think it is. Over the course of time, it may change. The one-liner that you currently have will change if you give it a chance to attain levels of spanlessness and enter dream levels. Forget about circumstances. Circumstances may shape itself in the near future. There may be a new technology created just for you, unknown to the owner. The thing is, will your dream be in set state at that time? Will your dream be ripe? Most dreams never get ripe, so they end up failing because the start was drastic and was never really built. Everyone has the intention of surpassing Google, of removing all barriers to entry, but they entered, without passing through the phase of evolving the dream into spanlessness. Now, when they entered is when they started to shape it. That's why you see Facebook, I'm sure they wanted the entire world as an audience, but they could not take cognizance of the entire world. And then they have to buy audiences. When WhatsApp gathers an audience, they buy WhatsApp. When Instagram gathers 1 billion users, they buy Instagram. stuff like that. So that's why I'm slow with my projects. I'm building now. However, I have the one-liner for each of my projects. It's just the building that's left. Now when it's built, I believe that it will be loved, loved for what it represents more than the rewards. It will be used because using it is rewarding on its own. Bigger things than money. Anyway, it's 30 minutes now. Your boy Terry, and share this video. Share this video. Let's reshape the internet. Let's make things like this go viral. This is the voice of a legit illiterate. Let's make it go viral. Let's change the dynamics of Mama Earth. Let people quote me. Let people coach you. So please share. If you can share a Kim Kardashian video, or please share this one, and let's go. Subscribe. Let's get viral. I'm ready to help. My email and all the necessary links will be down, and I'll write an article expressing what I expressed in this video to further this, the content from this video. And then if you have any questions, shoot me an email and let's go. Your boy Terry. I'm surpassing Google on the entire internet, so you can search me. I'll also leave the links to my profiles on the internet and all necessary links, and a way to support me as well, because I have projects at hand and I need support. And let's go from there. Your boy Terry once again. Have an amazing day. I don't know if I have a clean shirt. I just picked the shirt. I'm never ready. So, and my videos are not perfect. I'm just starting to make videos, and so bear with me and let's go. Your boy Terry once again.